football on ABC. Brought to you by Taco Bell. Think outside the bun. Allstate, proud sponsors of college football. Are you in good hands? And Dodge, introducing the all-new Dodge Journey. If you can dream it, do it. Dodge, grab life.
Here's a question, Kirk. Were those pigs wearing lipstick?
Number 2 was out of the gate slow, but he finished strong there. Oh, my God.
Can't beat fun at the old State Fair of Texas. If you paid a few $100 extra for a ticket today, did you get your money's worth? Did this take your mind off the stock market for a couple hours? This has been something.
The amazing thing to think about here is you got number 1 in the country against number 5 in the country. Rivalry game, conference championship on the line, trying to stay in a national. I mean, there's so much at stake, and then you got this kind of game. We're not even close to being over yet.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've got 7.5 minutes to go. We could have 2 or 3 more touchdowns before this one's over. Murray, the 20-yard line, shakes free at the 30, and he has run out at the 38-yard line. And look at the ESPNU All-State Stands Review. Kirk just told you we've got number 1 and number 5 there. Alabama, of course, idle. Missouri has Oklahoma State red hot. Another big one to the Big 12. And, of course, LSU at 4. So a couple of the key games still to unfold today.
Yeah, some huge games later tonight. And as they always say, the cream's starting to rise in college football. We're starting to really find out who these teams are as they define themselves in big games.
Off a play fake. Bradford snaps it off for about a 7-yard gain. Iglesias.
We talked so much leading into the game about these quarterbacks and their numbers. Sam Bradford, just another day at the office, right? 25 of 31.
That's Murray, and he is short. She's going to bring down 3rd down and about 2 coming up here. And it'll be a long 2 for OU.
Lisa could tell you a lot better than you and I from up here, but the body language from here, huge advantage with Texas and the way they're moving around. You can feel that you sense some confidence coming from the Longhorns right now.
He's going to throw for it. 4th down coming up. 4th down with 6.5 minutes to go, and see an injured Sooner on the play down at the 40-yard line.
Blake Gideon in coverage, the true freshman. Manny Johnson has a chance to make that catch. It would have been very close if he was able to secure the ball. But Gideon playing a heck of a game, and it's Lamar Houston down for Texas.
Saw that Bobineau was in that time at middle linebacker. Remember that Jared Norton, the junior, started, and the senior Bobineau was applying some pressure on that play. So here's your 4th down. You all know what happened the last 2 times he's handled it. One a fake, the other one might have been a second fake. Trouble up the middle, and he gets it off. Cosby, fair catch signal at the 20-yard line. 6.5 minutes to go. What McCoy and the Horns would like to have is a ball control drive. Easier said than done. That's why we all love the game of college football, right? The emotion that we see week in and week out, you can't beat it. Texas with a 3-point lead. 6.5 minutes to go. Coming out from their own 20-yard line. Ogbonnaya picks his way for a couple of yards, and this graphic certainly tells the story of what happened after that young man, Reynolds, was injured. Kurt.
Ryan Reynolds goes down with an injury, and again, kind of the leader, the man who's in charge of making sure everybody's lined up. You can see the effect once Brandon Crow came in, who, again, just a young player trying to fill in for the leader. It's always tough for anybody. My opinion, with Texas with the lead with 6 minutes to go, the worst thing they could do is get too conservative. Ball possession is key, but at the same time, Brent, in this drive, they still have to attack. It's too early in this game to pull your horns in.
2nd and 7. Snaps one off to Cosby, and this will bring up about a 3rd and 3 as Jackson makes the stop for the Sooners. Big one coming up. Three-man rush. Drop it off, 1st down. Ogbonnaya slips out of the backfield.
Boy, another nice job here by Colt McCoy, showing patience. The offensive line gives him time. Ogbonnia's going to slide out of the backfield. His 4th read, by the way, slips it off, and that's the difference this year with Colt McCoy. Major Applewhite, the former Longhorn quarterback who was last year at Alabama as an offense coordinator, has helped out. He's a running back coach, but he's really talked with Colt a lot about the importance of dumping it off to the backs.
Signaling Cosby on the outside. Keeping it run by his hands. He's got an alley off to the races. He's got speed. 10, 5, dive, out. Marked out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Watch the center and the right guard lead the way and open this play up for Ogbonnaya. Watch these 2 blocks. Boom! They clear it, and I'll tell you what, Ogbonnaya showing speed last week for this Texas offense, and again this week. Oklahoma fortunate that Keenan Clayton had an angle in the speed to push him out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Texas starting to take control in the trenches here in these last few possessions.
Johnson will come in again. He's scored twice. He'll line up behind Miller. Ogbonnaya, after the long run, stays out there as the wingback to help with the blocking. They're going to play fake. They're going to throw to Miller. Dropped it. The big fella, you know that they've worked on it. You know how much he wanted him to throw him the football.
He's begged. I'm sure in practice, coach, just call it one time. He slips out. The timing on 1st and 10 after a big play is perfect by Greg Davis. Doesn't wait till 2nd or 3rd down. Goes right back to it on 1st down. And the big man, Roy Miller, he knows it's there. He's got the touchdown. Just couldn't hold on into it.
Now the big fellow set down as a blocker. Johnson to the end zone. Touchdown. Miller's days as a receiver may be numbered, but not as a blocker. He blew that hole wide open. So let's hear it for number 99.
Makes up for it. Watch him. How'd you like to be Cody Johnson following that hole?
Oh, yeah, baby.
The big man getting a push. And again, this Texas offensive line, the confidence really coming on here, taking control of things against the Oklahoma Sooner front.
So we have just seen our 13th score of this game. The Texas Longhorns, their last 4 possessions. Touchdown, field goal, touchdown, and touchdown again. Dropping the hammer down in Dallas. Don't go away, folks. We've got 4:02 remaining.
This is the most impressive thing to me about what Texas has been able to do. Showing that backbone, being able to fight back, being on the ropes against an Oklahoma team that coming into today was the #1 team in the country, and they still could end the day at #1 team in the country. It depends on what happens here. But Texas, give them credit for fighting back when they've been trailing today.
Murray. Fine return to the 40-yard line. Let's go to Matt Weiner for SportsCenter right now in New York. Matt.
Hi, friends. SportsCenter right now, powered by Vizio. Toledo has beaten Michigan in Ann Arbor. Alex Steigerwald with a 48-yard field goal and one very friendly big house bounce. And Casey Lapata's field goal attempt went wide to tie it. Toledo, the first MAC team to ever beat Michigan. More college football coming up when the drama unfolds in the Cotton Bowl. Notre Dame, North Carolina, Purdue, Ohio State, or Arizona State, and Pete Carroll's Trojans.
And here it's a 10-point Longhorn lead with 3:55 to go. Bradford sets the middle screen to start the series. Midfield, 45-40 goes Ryan Broyles. He scored one touchdown on a ricochet already today for the Sooners.
And don't count these Sooners out with Sam Bradford. Remember, they're in a comfort zone in the hurry up. They have a chance to get, and we've seen it all day today, they have a chance to get right down the field and score in a hurry, still have 2 timeouts left to try to get the ball back to Bradford if they're able to put points on the board.
Drop. Gresham lets you get away from him.
McElroy running with him there, able to get a hand in there, it looked like, to be able to knock that football away. We've talked a lot about how Gresham is such a nightmare of a matchup because of his size and speed. But McElroy's held his own today.
Gideon and Thomas are the 2 deep safeties. And that's Gideon. Now he drops back. Looking for a receiver and down in the arms of Kendall. Sergio Kendall.
A rack pull comes from one side and forces Bradford to step up at the top of the screen. 98 makes him step up, and look who he steps into. Sergio Kendall coming in. Those 2 make a dynamic duo as bookends for this Longhorn defensive front.
OU calls a timeout. They face a 3rd and 14, down 10, 3:12 to go. Start of a big afternoon. Oklahoma State and Missouri. Missouri eyeing #1. They'll be on ESPN2 tonight. LSU and Florida. LSU also eyeing #1. And then Penn State, Wisconsin on ESPN at 8 Eastern time.
Penn State sneaking around too.
3rd and 15 for Bradford and the Sooners. They must reach just across the 32-yard line for their first down. Murray's the running back. Going to try to run for it and can't. Brings up 4th down. Kendall tripping him up.
Sam Bradford bailing on that play early. Sensing pressure from the outside. They're going to go with the hurry up here. Nope.
Here's your 4th down call now. Throws for it, incomplete. Texas football. 2.5 minutes to go. Leading by 10. The underdog Horns have the ball back.
Going to go back to the beginning of this broadcast. We talked about, could Texas disrupt Sam Bradford enough today to give themselves a chance to win this game? Bradford, the last